Welcome, Gemini, to your spiritual reading for August. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. And those of you who are new, I do these at the end of the month. That way you have all the next month to take care of them. There's no real time base on spiritual healing. It's just what Spirit thinks is the best for you at this time to work on. And the message for you. Gemini, in the distant thunder, clear the air and view from above, get the big picture. So we're going this way, friends. I know I usually go the other way, but if we're going to go this way, clearing the air is really going to be about getting clear, clearing the air, literally. Whatever needs to be said now. Spirit says it's time to clear the air with someone. Let them know how you feel about the situation. It feels like maybe you've been holding back, and now it's time to say, hey, you know what? I'm done. I need this done. I need this out of my energy, and I need to have this spoken. So it does feel like there is something that needs to be spoken to clear the air with someone. It just brews inside you, and it causes negative energy. And when you have negative energy, it just causes this storm within you. It causes all this frustration. So your sacred traveler wants you to know, on the distant horizon, a storm is brewing. Yeah, within you. Great shards of lightning and thunder bolting to the earth from the heavens. It can feel chaotic, and it heralds a time of renewal. The thunderstorm clears the dust out of the air and re-energizes the earth. And that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like you're re-energized once you get this off your chest. Right? Once you get this out into the open, then you can clear the air, and then everything can either go back the way it needs to be, or you can clear the air and move on. However it is, it's going to be moving on from this challenge that you two have together. And yes, it does feel like someone. Whether or not you stay in the relationship or break it off, it's going to be different for everybody else, but at least then you can clear the air to see what the situation then can take to the next level, right? Or is there another level? This will get the big picture from above. Getting the big picture will be a good thing before you clear the air, actually, in its own way. Because as soon as you get the bigger picture of how they're going to take it, that's what it really looks like. Like, how are they going to take it? How am I going to say this? You really want to think about what it is you're going to say besides just blowing up. Because to clear the air, you don't want to blow up, right? And that's why it feels like you're probably holding back so you don't blow up in their face, right? And for many of you, it could be because I really do want to salvage this relationship. I don't want to get crazy, and make it any more chaotic than it already is. So when you feel bogged down, right, make sure that you're getting the details from yourself, right? Getting the bigger, how am I going to clear the air? See, she's got the clear air over here, and that's exactly what she wants. She wants to clear this air over here. So let go of any petty concerns within the relationship and get to the point, right? And I think that's what it is. When we build up things, we start, oh, you know what? And then you do this, and then you do that, and then you do that. You know what I mean? And it's because it's brewing. So this picture, or this picture, this card is really wanting you to understand. Let's worry about the major issues, the major issue at hand, and not worry about all the little petty details. We don't want to get caught up in the day-to-day little things here and there. We want to get down to the big situation itself, so that way all the little things don't just pop up as as just like spurts of, I guess you would say that would be the lightning, right? Oh my gosh, that's totally what it is. Those are the lightning. Just, you're lightning them. You're lighting them up. Yeah. Wow. Because that's what's going to happen, right? If you just blow. So think about what it is you're going to say before blowing up. That way you can clear the air with this person. Because it feels like the reason that this is here for spiritual growth is you're getting ready to blow. You're getting ready to blow your top with this person. And then just all these little petty details are going to come out. Like, I don't like the way you tie your shoes. You know what I mean? I mean, just like all the little flaws might start popping too, which are nonsense. They don't even need to be there. Who cares how you tie your shoes? It's just something because you're so upset that all the little things are coming out. Aurora Gamma over here coming out on the instant distant. And the other one is Darva Patra. Yeah. Okay, so with the Aurora of Gamma over here, it's talking about letting it go and swiftly outgrowing your past, because it's out, you know, you need to swiftly outgrow this. As soon as you clear the air, you can get rid of all of that, and it's just going to go, like I said, go away. It's needed for this transformation so that you can move on, right? Continue your healing journey with trust that the positive outcome is intimate. It is intimate. It is intimate to clear this air. Right now, there is so many things flickering around. It even says in this card that she's got this flickering flame around her. But the flickering flame is the hope in the heart that can burn in such a radiant, holy fire that even the greatest challenges do not cause the soul to turn away in fear. Her presence is a reading, signifies a fresh start in the overcoming of the old cycle. So there is this flickering flame within you that you really need to clear this before this becomes bigger than life. And like I said, it feels like it's somebody you want to hold on to. You don't want to lose this person. For a lot of you, it doesn't have to be with everyone. It could just be that there's this flickering anger within you that, you know, I have to tell you how it is so that I could just let go, and then we can say our goodbyes. That could be a possibility as well. Since this general reading, take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for everyone. With the Darva Patra over here, this card is talking about the confusion. Do not allow anything to get confused when you're doing so. That's why you don't want to bring up all these insignificant details, because you're just confusing the situation of what's really there to clear the air. We start flickering off with all these other, you know, things that become kind of nonsense, guys, right? Because it's not really clearing the air. It's not getting to the bigger picture. It's just me kind of nitpicking. So you want to make sure that you're making the connection, expressing what you need to express. So Darva Patra over here is telling you there is a blessing within this. Underneath all of this, there's going to be a blessing. Wow. So once you do clear the air, there is this beautiful blessing coming out of this. It can actually cause a reconnection, making another person understand how your heart feels, understanding what your mind feels, understanding what they're doing and bringing it to light. And we see this light over here. So you're really bringing this to light. Also remember that you are blessed and protected on this journey that you are doing, because you're bringing in what's needed. That's why we want to make sure we're not bringing in things that don't need to be recognized, right? We just want to bring in the goodwill and what's the real issue, right? So as long as we're bringing in what's the real issue, there is a huge beneficial piece here of light, and it will help everyone surrender in the situation, because you can bring this out and trusting that they understand what you're bringing out from the heart. Getting down to, I guess you would say, clearing the air over here is really getting down to the heart of the matter. That's a good way of saying it. So there are a lot of good blessings coming out of that. It's going to bring in better understanding and better connections between the two of you. Even if you're not staying together, at least they understand where you're coming from, right? Come on now. And that's because there is a lot of sadness coming off of you, Gemini. You're very upset about this situation. The situation does hurt. And yes, there's a lot of fear too. And maybe it's fear that they don't understand the situation. But as soon as you get to the situation, you can open these doors, you know, but you're going to have a lot of willpower to do so, to get clear about the situation and really support the situation and use your emotions. Make sure that you're using your emotions from the deepest part of your heart. That way you're not just allowing your mind to take over the situation, because the mind is not always the best way of doing something, right? You want to make sure that you have the insight and using the heart and making sure that you're using a lot of confidence and trust in your feelings when you're doing so, right? So, and making sure, like it also is talking about that unique outlook, and that's getting that bigger picture, making sure that you're saying what's most needed. Okay, and we have these little daily healing cards, and these are good for inspiration to get you on your journey over here. Just bringing in some positive inspiration is always very good. Another tiny little deck. Before you know it, they're going to get so small I won't be able to read them anymore. I don't know. I keep going for these little cards. I don't know. There's something about they're so little. Okay. Try to avoid harmful influences. Don't allow anyone to try to tell you what you should say or redirect the energy in any way. Because I can kind of see that, you know, you could have someone around you, you know, and maybe they're trying to, maybe they think they're being helpful, but they're not being helpful, right? So you want to do what your heart's desire is. You want to get the big picture for yourself. Do not listen to what other people say at this time, Gemini, because I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't feel like they're going to help the situation. It feels like they're going to hurt the situation by kind of manipulating your ideas of how it should go down and how you should get clear about it. And I think that this is really a journey for you. And in fact, I'm not even going to say I know for a fact this is a journey for you to think about on your own, with your own higher intuition, not with what other people think this should be, that should be, right? And in fact, some people might even say, you know what, you need to get clear with them and leave them. And you're saying, no, I need to get clear with them so we can get on the same page so I can keep them because I love them, right? So sometimes what some person says doesn't mean that's exactly helpful, because it might actually be harming the situation more than hurting. So inspiration is try to avoid those harmful influences. Peace and love, my friend. Bye.